Meghan Markle is facing heavy criticism after her Netflix series, Pearl, was canned, with a royal commentator saying there isn't much she or Prince Harry can do other than moan about the royals. Meghan Markle has been hit with heavy criticism after her Netflix show, Pearl, was canned amid dwindling subscriber numbers for the streaming giant. The show was announced last year and was set to center on a 12-year-old girl inspired by important and influential women from history, with Archie Productions serving other projects of the Sussexes Netflix deal instead. Prince Harry's Heart of Invictus documentary is still set to go ahead, but a royal expert has said the shelving of Meghan's animated project is a complete disaster for the couple. The expert claimed it looks as if there's not much that they're able to do apart from moaning about the royals. Royal commentator Rafe Hadelman-Q said, "Well, it's a complete disaster for Harry and Meghan." Archie Productions, their Netflix company which has had the catastrophic news that Pearl, its flagship production which was an animated series executively produced by Elton John and David Furnish, is to be axed. As you know, Netflix is having big problems with a dip in subscriber numbers, falling revenues, plummeting share prices and having spent too much on other problems, and is cutting back, particularly on animated series. So while Harry's Invictus documentary is carrying on, there is nothing for Meghan to show for it, and it's really calling into question whether they can walk the walk. Hadelman-Q, speaking on GB News, continued, "They're good at talking the talk. They signed up to Spotify but have only produced one podcast so far. The Netflix deal has been in place for over a year now and there's very little to show for it. It looks as if, apart from moaning about the royals, there's not much that they're able to do." Despite dwindling subscriber numbers, Netflix is set to continue with the development of an upcoming documentary with Prince Harry, documenting his time at the Invictus Games. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry signed a £112 million deal with Netflix following their departure from the royal family, but are yet to produce any content for the streaming service. The couple's deal with the streaming giant promised documentaries, children's programs, scripted shows and feature films. Netflix reported a loss of 200,000 users in the first 3 months of 2022, with predictions forecasting a loss of 2 million subscribers in the 3 months. Netflix is having big problems with a dip in subscriber numbers, falling revenues, a plummeting share price, having spent too much on other programs and is cutting back, particularly on animated series. So whilst Prince Harry's Invictus documentary is carrying on, there is nothing for Meghan to show for it, and it's really calling into question whether they can walk the walk. They're good at talking the talk. Royal correspondent Natalie Oliveri told Today Extra, "It is a shame. Harry and Meghan signed with Netflix after leaving the royal family, leaving their positions as senior working royals in the royal family. They haven't really done much with Netflix since signing that multi-million-dollar deal. They are still getting paid. They haven't produced anything as yet. They were filming a docu-series for Netflix, Heart of Invictus, and that's due to premiere later this year or early next year. That will really be their first project. So what do you think? Should Netflix cancel their deal with Meghan and Harry?" Netflix